It is a lovely Sunday afternoon down here on the bayou, and I'm sitting here with my two girls, Scouty and Gemma. And it's been a long time since I've made a video. I'm going to make a short one today. Oh! So, if you're one of my 5 faithful subscribers, you've probably seen more videos about my Get Home Kit than you care to. So here's one more. This is my current Get Home Kit, and it's a radical departure from my usual ride. So usually I have a pack just like most people do, but I have decided to experiment with this Spear load-bearing vest as a Get Home Kit. Now, a little bit of background. I change out my Get Home Kits twice a year, basically the winter version and the summer version. I have about 45 miles to go. I got to cross a lot of water, and most of it's going to be on military reserve land. So my plan is basically to change over to some utilities and just head out. If I'm at work and something goes awry and I can't drive and I need to get home, I'm just going to grab this stuff and head into the woods, and using my land nav capabilities, get as straight as I can to the house. And that's going to mean going across some water. And in the past, I've carried a couple of different types of flotation devices, and this time I thought I'd give this a try. So if you haven't, and if you want to know more about my Get Home plan, my Get Home Kit, I've got plenty of videos about it. I'll try to list a couple below if you've never watched them. And also, if you're not up on the Spear loadout kit, so this is the Spear kit. It's a special operations kit that was, what was it, 90s, early 2000s. And this one is rigged up for the seal variant, or the water variant. And what you've got here is flotation devices in the back panel, and all the padding is flotation device. And they come out. And I've got a video about that too, so if you want to see that. So I've rigged up the flotation part of the Spear vest, and then I've put everything that was in my Get Home bag into the pouches on this vest. So this thing comes in at 1776, 17 pounds and 17.76 pounds. Is that how you say it? Yeah. And it's got everything except water. Food's in here. Everything's in here except water. So obviously that's going to weigh something. So let's look at the front real quick, and I'm not going to go through everything I've got. Like I said, there's plenty of videos about what I carry. Pretty much it's the same thing I always carry. I haven't changed what goes in it. I've just changed how I'm carrying it. But basically, the front panels are 2 admin panels. This one is all land nav stuff. It's got map, got the compass, got the protractor, got all kinds of stuff there. On this side, it's going to be right now there's a pocket knife in there, but it could also be a flashlight, although I'm more of a headlamp kind of guy. And then this could carry my phone and wallet, whatever I want to carry. Then in my front pouches, all kind of gear. Side pouches, I'm sporting both the GP canteen pouch and the wonderful Tactical Tailor GP pouches. They're outstanding. So that's what you got up front. On the back, I've got 2 more GP pouches and I want to say that was a Fox. I can't remember who made this. It might have been Tactical Tailor, but this is a butt pack that was made to kind of look like a medium Alice pack. It had pouches on both sides. I've taken those off and just left the pouch in the back, and I really like it as a butt pack. By taking off those 2 pouches, it takes up the same real estate on the belt, but it's a nice butt pack. And then up here, I've got a pouch that holds my bladder, and I think that's a 2-liter bladder. So 2-liter bladder, 2 of the not canteens, but Nalgene bottles. What do they hold? A liter? So that's how much water I can carry at one time. So, like I said, it comes in less than 20 pounds. It's got a lot of flotation to it. I'm probably going to keep the flotation devices in the back of the car just in case. Don't know that I would carry them, although they weigh nothing. You could easily strap them to the back here and carry them with you. As I said, I've got to cross several bodies of water, and you can either go across the bridges, or if for some reason you don't want to go across a bridge or can't get to the bridge, this gives you the ability to cross with your gear fairly easily. And what I'm going to do is sometime this summer, I'm going to find a time and I'm going to go out and I'll probably wrap everything up in plastic, and I'm going to go get in the water with this thing and see just how much flotation there is in it. And I'll make a video. I've been meaning to do that for a while. Anyway, short video. It's been a long time. I'm really going to try to get back into making videos, but I'm coming off of a year since I shot myself, and I'm really healing well, but obviously I haven't been in the best shape capability wise, and there's just a lot of work to do down here on the bayou, and I've just got a lot going on, and I definitely will try to get back into making some videos because I really do enjoy doing it, and I appreciate you guys. Hey, thanks for watching.